Amjad Abu Yasin, October 11th, 2024. My last letter. I really wish it was my last letter. I'm not Christ to bear on my shoulders the sins of humanity, and I don't have the power to forgive all humanity. How is it logical that for being Palestinian, we have to endure a doomed fate since the beginning of creation? That the world blames us all for its guilt and anger. From the beginning of time, Palestinians are destined to suffer, to roam, and to die. No one is spared, not the weakest or the strongest of us, nor the most villain or the prophet. 400 days have passed. I've seen in them children wishing to die from what they are experiencing. When every time I hear a child wishing to die, everything in me dies. I've also seen kids clinging for life and a lot of bodies and a little life. It seems that the world doesn't want to open its eyes to what's happening to us. It's choosing to be blind so it doesn't feel guilty. Ignorance is better than truth. But there are those who see and listen and then read these words and hear them. You are our last hope. Millions of stars light our sky but aren't able to give light to a bombed family under the rubble waiting for its fate. Not a year passed since last October. It seems like centuries. Day after day, we are using our minds. When this war ends, I wish that I find the courage to call myself human again. Regardless of their efforts to strip us of our humanity, I resist it. I don't wish this pain we are enduring on any other people. A few months ago, a school next to us was bombed. Tons were martyred. I still smell blood and death. I started picking parts from the ground, me and others. After minutes, the schoolyard turned into a mountain of human parts. For a few minutes, I was inside hell. I used to hold children's hands and play with them on stage, not carry their missing parts. Their hands and their legs are spread on the ground with wires. The children were spread everywhere, like clothes waiting to dry, but I no longer feel anxious. I was feeling calm. All the world's leaders said this war had to stop, and I believe them all. Every time I hold a hand or a leg or I see a dead body, I believe them. For a year, I have been believing them all that the war has to stop, and I still believe them. It's a good thing and a bad thing to be a Palestinian, because you know the truth about the world. Human rights and all these principles that the world has been talking about, it doesn't apply to everyone. Only the strong ones. And they invite whoever they want. And for us, the unlucky ones, we aren't invited to this feast.